Have you ever stopped to think about those thoughts going on inside of your mind? Have you ever stopped to question whether or not they're actually true? So it was about 7 years ago where I became very consciously aware of what was going on inside of me. And this really liberated me because it was the first time that I was able to detach myself from my thoughts, meaning that I actually chose to not believe every thought I was thinking, because prior to this, I would think something and believe that it was true. And not only that, I would believe that it had something to do with me. So through my own spiritual work, I've come to realize that the thoughts inside of our minds are often programs. And these programs are what we have accumulated from our past experiences, predominantly from childhood, but just our past experiences. And typically, the stronger the emotional reaction of a past event, the stronger that program is going to be. So if we think about it from that perspective, right? If I want to start creating a new program, if I want to put something new inside of my mind, because as conscious beings, luckily, we actually have the power to change this program and to change this inner dialogue. So if I know that the past events that triggered the strongest emotional reaction in me, hence why trauma can be so significant on the mind and the brain and the body, if I know that the stronger the emotional impact, the more potent the program, then this means that I can essentially reverse engineer this in my favor, because the stronger the emotional impact of an event, whether it is something that actually happens or an event that I can see in my mind through visualization, or even just something I can think, right, that can drive that emotional feeling or emotional reaction, the stronger the emotional reaction, the more potent the program. This is why when we think something without a charge, when we think something without an actual feeling, it doesn't do much for us. And it doesn't stay in the subconscious mind, because there are a few ways that we can reprogram the subconscious mind. Knowing that there are multiple ways to reprogram the subconscious mind, we also understand that the subconscious mind is the feeling mind. So one way that we can quickly access the subconscious mind is through feeling. And this is why our subconscious programs drive our feeling state. So I always ask every single client that I work with one-on-one in my coaching program, I ask them, what is your dominant vibration? On a daily basis, on a weekly basis, what do you dominantly feel? Because that is going to reveal your subconscious program, right? So if I dominantly feel powerless, if I dominantly feel angry, or perhaps I dominantly feel happy, that is revealing what I'm dominantly thinking in my dominant programs. So when we become aware of this is great, because we can then align our inner dialogue to match a higher feeling state. So if I start to think something new, consciously choosing thoughts, right? Meaning that I have to somehow disengage from the other program. And this is where self-awareness comes in, because all of those thoughts that are stirring in your mind that you think every day typically are self-limiting beliefs. You have to distance yourself from those thoughts first. And we do that by detaching and realizing we are not our thoughts. Right? This is where spirituality comes in. You are not the mind, you are not your thoughts. So when you realize that, you're liberated. And so through that place of liberation, through that freedom, through that space, you can then create a new program that is aligned with the type of life that you want to live. And this is what it means to be conscious, because then we get to choose versus our subconscious programming running our lives, because often our subconscious programming is not aligned with the type of life that we want to live, hence why we self-sabotage and why we create the same negative experience on repeat. Knowing that my inner conversations create my reality, I also know that if I can attach that thought to an amplified feeling, I'm going to put that directly into the subconscious mind. And if I can feel it, I can create it. So the moment that I start to feel my wealth, the moment that I start to feel my abundance, it's coming. You know, many of us are doing it the other way around, where we're thinking, I need to see the money, I need to see the paycheck, I need to see something in my bank account before I can feel wealthy. And if we are doing things this way, we're always going to be stuck, because it's the feeling first. The subconscious mind is what is creating the reality. So we need to go into the subconscious mind and we need to reprogram. So we need to be aware of our inner conversations, and our inner conversations are like planting seeds. It may not show up today, it may not show up tomorrow, but eventually, if you keep persisting and if you keep repeating, you will eventually see that happen. If you've been doing this work, don't give up, stay aware, stay conscious, and keep programming. If you guys need assistance with this, I do have a 3-week and a 6-week coaching program. So I am here to assist you, to help you overcome your self-limiting beliefs, to get you into alignment with your higher self, and essentially get you into that powerful place where you can actually attract your desires with ease. So if you guys are interested, the link is going to be down below. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Take care.